Yo, what up? You're listening to Reviewing History, your comedy history podcast. I'm filmmaker and teacher Brian Rupert, joined here by...
Restart. I broke it. Stupid acronym.
And...
Yo, word is bond.
MC Aunt G, yo.
Yeah, for real. Coming at you live and in charge in the house.
C.
All my bitches and hoes, my homies.
Did we already go too far?
Jones.
It's been
I'm waiting for my intro.
13 seconds.
And all right, we're in the clear because we have our black correspondent here.
I'm Charles.
It's time for the yearly black movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm the black
AKA
correspondent
OG
Yes.
statesman.
the official
because I'm Portuguese.
second Black History Month. Is this your third or fourth time on the show?
I don't know. We watched the Eddie Murphy movie.
Yeah.
I think we
Yes.
did watch
We
some.
did a pick episode.
You did a pick episode early on when we were only audio.
He brought us coffee.
Oh, Chuck's
Oh, I
been on all the
probably did.
holiday specials.
all the holidays. That's
Holidays.
true.
Yeah, that's
Chuck's,
right.
Chuck's part of the program.
Oh yeah, he's in
He's
the
there,
world.
he's
Yeah,
there.
So who's the guest that's come on the most?
I think Bry or Walt.
I think they're tied, actually.
Yeah,
Really?
They're in the Four Timers Club. So next year they get their jacket.
Yeah, we gotta
Wow,
get jackets made.
that's pretty
Yeah.
good.
We gotta get jackets made.
Like SNL, you know how they do the
Yeah,
Five Timers
the
Club?
gold
Yeah.
ones. Yeah, that's cool.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, I think he has the record for SNL, right?
I think he did.
I'm sure that he's
you
up
have-
there.
Are we sticking true to the SNL? You have to sacrifice a child to.
Every time I turn around, Ariana Grande is there.
That's
Grande?
recent. Yeah.
Ariana Grande.
Excuse me. I'm not ethnic.
You are.
That's
ethnic. I loved Ariana Grande, and now she looks emaciated.
She's back.
She's back.
No,
she's
not.
she's away from the witch.
They repaired her.
Yeah.
She got a life force
She
back.
was like my
Yeah.
number one celebrity crush for a while.
Well, she was at her ass hanging out. It looked juicy.
yeah,
and
she
her
was
face,
really
her
hot.
face is beautiful.
Yeah, she's a pretty girl.
She's a very.
She used to
beautiful
go to
woman.
Beaver's wife's restaurant.
Really?
Yeah.
What? What are we talking
That
about?
place where
Aunt
your
Butchie's?
wife used to work.
Oh, Aunt Butchie's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She used to come in with Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I forgot
That's
about
actually
that.
where I'm going in like 2 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
We'll be going there for Valentine's Day, probably.
Really?
It's the
Yeah.
place to be.
That's
It
my
is
wife's
the place.
favorite restaurant.
It is the place.
Butchie's. I've never
Great
heard of this.
Aunt Butchie's, yeah.
Aunt Butchie's.
I-
Yeah, good cheesecake.
I recommend it.
Wow.
It's like down the block from you.
I got to make a good reservation for Valentine's Day with me and my girlfriend, but our anniversary is on the 26th of January.
Oh,
And her birthday is March 11th.
getting a nice fucking triple whammy.
My
Triple dick
wife's
kick.
birthday
7
is
weeks.
March 15th, so I go, month.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, I got
stinks.
Christmas birthday too.
Damn.
That's bad. Yours
Well,
is bad.
this has been reviewing history. And
But for this episode, we're doing Straight Outta Compton.
yeah.
Yay.
Now,
Crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube.
Jerry was allowed to say it, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think he was.
I don't know. He made a
But you
lot
know,
of money.
Giamatti?
all these free speech advocates that this movie's about.
Right, yeah.
I do have a fun fact. Steve and Ant already know, though.
Yeah.
So it's not attitude, it's attitudes. Isn't that interesting?
Well, because I guess there's multiple members,
Me
right?
and Steve had
Multiple
a whole
what?
back
Say
and
it.
forth about this.
How about multiple what?
Either is correct. Attitude. You can choose whatever you want. Just pick and
Huh,
choose.
that's it. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't see this when it came out. I wanted to, but
But you weren't brave enough to go to the theater.
no,
Don't
I
you-
was busy.
Don't you feel like sometimes multiple projects about the same thing come out? Because I feel like 2 things came out about this. No, there wasn't.
I think
a
there
documentary?
I think there was a doc that came out.
That's
at the
what I
same
mean.
Time.
It's
Yeah,
confusing.
that happens.
Yeah.
Like we just talked about the Mr. Rogers thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And Wu-Tang had the exact same problem.
They,
Well, they ain't nothing to fuck with.
I know they're not.
But they dropped a like Hulu series.
And they also had a documentary as well as the dramatization.
Oh, did they?
Dramatization, yes, they
I
did.
didn't know that.
I believe so.
But I'm a fan of the group.
Are you?
Yeah, I used to wear a shirt regularly. Had my N.W.A. shirt.
Yeah.
I looked really cool. You seen have a picture.
You got a
of it
Straight Outta
wearing it.
Compton shirt?
Yeah,
That was the album, right?
yeah. It's the album cover.
I remember.
Yeah, it's a good shirt.
I bet it's a good shirt. I like
Yeah.
that.
I would if I would have worn
You know,
it.
it was white.
It was black with white text.
Right. Yeah.
I gotta say, I kind of felt like N.W.A. was before my time, right? What are we talking about for?
Talking about 88, 87, 89.
Early
I was
90s.
born in '84, so they were probably
you were
done when I was
alive.
10.
You were a child.
Yeah, I didn't listen to a lot of N.W.A. at 8 years old.
They really packed a lot of this scene into a very short period of time.
Well,
It's only like 5 years.
Yeah.
but if you think about it, really, like, you could make the case that one of the most influential acts
I was gonna say.
ever.
I wouldn't even debate that. It's literally brought down society.
I concur.
That is insane.
89 is Straight Outta Compton.
I don't think
That
it's
is-
insane at all. I think it's actually very
It's
accurate.
very
It's very accurate.
I think it's hard to argue it's not.
Yeah. There's direct correlations
To, like,
from our home.
Political events right now.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah, but
the attitudes that were fermented from this, like directly, are why, there's constant rioting in our country.
It
And
ripples,
lack of respect for law enforcement and the majority population, I'll say.
Yeah.
but what I'll say is, we lived in the aftermath of this,
Yeah.
and it wasn't like that
What do you mean?
regularly.
It was totally like that. It was always like that.
There were constant riots in the early 2000s over this.
There was a riot in 1993 that allowed that happened, and then O.J. Simpson was allowed to chop a woman's head off and not go to prison.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then, I don't know. There weren't race riots constantly growing up.
There was a race riot in our high school. What are you talking
It
about?
was a fight. It wasn't a riot.
I don't know if that counts as society.
It was like two racially fueled gangs fighting.
There
It
was
it
a
was
lull.
like a lot.
There was
I think-
definitely a lull where it seemed like
I think-
things were a lot better, and then Trayvon happened, and Barack Obama completely decided that we needed to have race hatred in this country, and then the rest is history. But
The idea of a lack of racial hatred before N.W.A. is insane, though.
no, of course, I'm not saying that N.W.A. caused it, but a song like "Fuck the Police" and gangster rap, I'm not even going to say the song, but that's the anthem, right? But that creates literally millions of people that have no respect for authority, and when changing attitudes and mass movements of youth happen, like everybody believes. When I was growing up, the prevailing attitude that everybody believed was that police brutality is completely out of control. They just go around, they murder black people. We all found out because everybody believed it. So what did they do? They pressed for body cams on every single police officer, and quickly found out that all of these police are insanely patient and deal with absolute assholes every single day. We've all watched hours and hours and hours of this. There's no debating this. You cannot debate that. That is what happens. We've all seen it. So why do these people feel so comfortable doing that, if not the culture itself dictating that they're allowed to do that?
Right.
I think the idea of that much of a change because of gangster rap is tough to tie to that, though. Like, in other words, I think that
Did
people,
gangster rap create it? No. Did gangster rap popularize it? Absolutely.
I think the idea of finding out about individual cases at different points in time and how people become, I don't know, not radicalized, but you know what I mean? Like they'll see things, like let's say they see multiple things on Instagram about specific incidents that don't represent 98% of actual news or actual interactions, right? We can all agree that that happens, and it's gotten worse and worse and worse.
Of course.
Well, yeah,
know?
you're putting a magnifying glass
It's-
over incidents for sensationalism.
Yeah, it's
But
anecdotal,
you
is
can't,
what it is.
You can't look at. I also, growing up in a suburb of a major metropolitan area, especially in high school around that time, when gangster rap was taking a hold, you 100% saw the effects of it in regular people who would not have been affected by it only because it was so romanticized.
I'll tell you this.
It's the glorification of crime, criminality.
I've watched
just
kids
terrible
from,
behavior.
Suburbs with rich families join gangs and start selling drugs because of that music. It wasn't because they needed the money. It was because this is a romanticized criminal lifestyle that young, impressionable people will gravitate towards because it, on the surface, represents strength, dominance, danger, like a cowboy almost, right?
Yeah.
And that's been the prevailing masculine outlet for our culture for 40 years now.
Sure.
I
But
disagree.
here's the thing. They're not, I don't think N.W.A., when they're starting this, they're not trying to make records for everybody. That's not what they're trying to do.
That's also
No, but
true.
that's what our society decided to do. And when I say society, I mean
MTV?
evil satanic elites pushing this forward.
Sure.
See, what I think it's really interesting because I grew up with like punk rock and I never really got into gangster rap. I was never like we just talked about, like I was a little bit young for that movement.
Right.
And also whatever came after that from gangster rap, which continued and had their own thing. You got to think stuff like we were just listening to Forgot About Dre, super mainstream, not in the world of N.W.A. At all. It's pop music. Just like Eminem is pop music. The real Slim Shady is pop music.
I don't know if I'd agree with that.
I have to disagree.
There's definitely rap pop that, like, all rap became pop music later
well,
on.
that's what killed their movement, which, you know, starts here. It ends when you get to Kanye West.
It's definitely over
And
by
Kanye
then.
West,
It was already on its way out before him, though.
but he like
Agreed.
is the death knell of that. Like you have like the last guys getting through, or like The Game, 50 Cent, like those guys. Kanye comes out, and then you get
Auto-tune.
he does auto-tune later, but when he first starts, you get guys who are not going gangster. You
That's
get like
what I'm
Lupe
saying.
Fiasco, you get Common,
You don't think-
you get Drake.
You don't think Eminem was a gangster rapper?
No,
Eminem
not
would
at
tell
all.
you himself he's not a gangster.
I mean, the
rapper.
first song that came out from Eminem on his first album
I
was,
just don't give a fuck.
was My Name Is.
No, I just don't give a fuck was the first. Yeah.
Yeah, that I
But
mean,
My Name was the big hit, right?
Yeah,
My
that
Name
was
Is
his
was
first
the
hit.
hit. And all that stuff is like if you look at what he went after, I challenge you to find Police in his first album. You know who you're going to find? Britney Spears.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not going to find that. So I don't think Eminem is a gangster rapper. But the
Eminem would
point,
tell you he's not a gangster rapper.
the point I was trying to make, though, is that I came up in the scene of punk rock, like straight up punk rock. I was never into that stuff. And the messages were the fucking same, identical. Fuck the police. I mean, Against All Authority is a big prevailing punk rock band. Unity is a huge thing that they push. It's identical to that type of stuff. And I think blaming it on gangster rap when Minor Threat existed at the same time, and it didn't take over the culture exactly the same, but punk rock did do the same thing where it grew and grew and grew and became pop music. And all that stuff was pushing anti-authority the entire time.
Kind of parallel, though. Like, look at, I would compare the level of violence and actual, like, terrible, as far as promoting bad behavior and,
Yeah.
and bad habits, I compare it to black metal. You know?
Sure.
Black metal's just as fucked up and evil in a
Sure.
different way.
It's a different country too.
but
Norway, yeah.
yeah, anywhere.
For sure.
You're going to
It could
pretend
pop up
Americans,
anywhere.
there aren't Americans that aren't into black metal?
But they're not burning down
That
churches
would
right
never, ever come close
to the
to-
popularity.
to anyone like beyond a maniac loving it. You know, it takes a certain type of person. Like, I think this music also takes a certain type of person.
People magazine isn't putting
unless it's fucking pushed in your face
Golgoroth on the
every
front of
fucking
the
day.
cover.
But I
They
think,
will put N.W.A. in the front of the cover. They're not putting like fucking dissection.
Yeah.
You know, like
but I think it's also, regardless of how you feel about it, they're saying what a lot of people are thinking in their community.
I think so too.
Sure.
It's not like it's an unpopular opinion. You know, like
Sure.
if they were coming out and they were like, get out there, vote Republican, you know, support Donald Trump. Like that's not going to be a popular
No, of
thing
course
for them
not.
to push.
Of
You know
course
what I
not.
mean? So it's like they're saying things their demographic wants to hear.
Experience.
Yes.
But I also feel like to pretend that it's not authentic to their experience would be pretending something that's not true. Anyway,
So-
N.W.A.
Yeah. I like all this gangster rap shit. I like hearing these guys talk about their experiences
You too.
and their lives. I think it's really enjoyable to listen to. The beats are good.
I will say this about the movie. Do you feel like they didn't have enough time before they got like super big? Don't you feel like
It
that
seemed like
was-
it happened instantly.
It seemed like it happened instantly, and I thought that was going to be the majority of the film.
Well,
were
because
young,
they
though.
want to get them together right away.
they were young though.
They were young, But I just wonder how long that took. The idea of getting that big in that amount of time and putting a group of 5 people together.
Do we know if they had to grind on like a local circuit?
They had
for
to
a while?
grind for a little bit.
I would imagine.
Not as. It's pretty quick. It's kind of like
Yeah.
the movie.
I
yeah.
believe it. But
Now-
it's just fast.
Let's start the movie.
There was a lot of titties in it. You guys like titties?
Titties
I
are
love
good.
titties.
I'm
Steve
numb.
was sick to his stomach.
I'm numb.
Steven's sick to his
I'm numb to the titties.
Um,
I feel nothing anymore.
the movie opens. Eazy-E is like a gangbanger,
Yeah.
and
I'm sorry. I feel bad.
it's all right. Eazy-E is like a Eazy-E's like a gangbanger guy, and
Yeah.
he tells this guy, "I got people outside your mother's house."
Smart.
Yeah.
Now, this is something that was actually done to him by Suge Knight later.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Suge Knight's like a maniac. Huh?
Yeah. he
Suge
is.
Knight is like
Evil.
I'm scared to talk about him on this because like he gets out of jail in like 2034, and I could see him coming to kill
He's
me.
just like within the last 5 years tried to kill someone with his
It was
car,
on the
right?
set of this movie.
Oh, really?
He was not happy with the way he had been told about his portrayal. Showed up and ran over 2 or 3 people and got like
Holy shit.
20 years. But he's eligible for parole in like 2034.
You know, it kind of proved that he's evil.
He's a psycho.
Suge Knight is a dangerous fucking dude.
I was gonna say if he was in the movie more, he'd be the villain of the movie. He
Yeah.
was just in it so little that you're
Instead, they
just
made
like,
it Paul Giamatti.
you're just like that guy's crazy. And then and it's like he was just if he was in more, if he started in minute 25 instead of minute 100, an hour and 25. it
He
would
was
just
in the
be-
beginning, but he was just a bodyguard.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, that's how he got his start.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of muscled his way in, which another problem with the rose-colored glasses. It's like if you're Dre, you know what you're getting into.
Well, this is
Like-
so the movie is produced and written by Dre and Cube,
Cube. Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's Dre and Cube propaganda.
Yeah.
I completely think that's
Where like
true.
Dre has a rap sheet of beating the living shit out of women.
Yeah, what happened to
during
D.
this
Barnes?
whole time period?
Right.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he
Right.
beat the shit out of D. Barnes. He slapped around this R&B artist. Dre is a real like violent piece of shit, especially towards women at this time.
Wow.
And it's
Because in this,
whitewashed.
he's like the good guy.
He's
Yes.
just a good musical artist.
They
Yeah.
they do allude to it. Did you notice that? So Jerry or someone goes to his house. Maybe it's not Jerry. Someone goes to his house in front of his like nice house, and but maybe it was his wife. Or his
There's a real
Yeah.
story.
This is in the movie.
Oh.
And she went up to him in the movie. She was like, we got to care about this. We got to care the assault charges, and that's all she says. And he
Yeah.
goes like, but that is a reference to D. Barnes and all those things that happen. I think. In my
I think
personal
he's the
opinion.
most talented guy.
It could be assault charges from the punch.
100%.
He is.
I think he's. Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
That's true too.
So-
yeah, you're right.
They
No, he's the most talented. I think.
Yeah.
they
Yes.
completely bury MC Ren too.
Yes.
Who like I actually think is probably the real most talented guy rap wise.
See, I didn't even know that guy existed. I thought N.W.A. was Eazy-E,
Yeah.
not Rev Run,
You probably did.
Dr. Dre, and Ice Cube. I just thought it was the 3 guys. I didn't
mean-
realize there were other
Yeah,
guys.
there's DJ Yella. There's Prince Arabian who got cut out of the movie
DOC.
completely. DOC.
This is. I mean, it's the same thing with Wu-Tang. It's like you're like Method Man, Red Man, and the others.
and the rest.
Ghostface Killer.
Ghostface Killer, Old Dirty Bastard.
ODB.
The RZA, the Jizza.
I know about the RZA and the
It's like
Jizza.
reviewing history. Anthony Galati and those other guys.
I love Snoop Dogg's scenes in this. Like where
great.
Snoop
I made a magnet of that.
Dre, multiple times Dre is just like putting down one of the most iconic beats of all time, and Snoop just walks in from off camera. What you got going on there? Let me rap
Hey.
perfectly on this.
I was like, what the fuck?
I was just glad what I thought was gonna happen, and like they're gonna do the biopic thing where like after they got hassled by the police, Ice Cube was just like, man, fuck the police.
That is what happened.
No, but like he would say it like that and be like, that could be a song.
Yeah.
man. You know, like
It's like in the sports movies where someone, a high school gym teacher sees some skinny kid throw like a piece of paper in the trash can, and he's like, wait a minute. It's exactly like that. I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Dude, what the fuck was going on? I think that was supposed to be Puff Daddy, where he's in underwear and getting beat up. By,
Dre said that was a real story.
Was it Puffy?
It wasn't Puffy,
It
but
looked
that's just
like
what
him.
your mind goes to now.
It looked like him.
My girlfriend got so fucking annoyed with me last night watching it because I'm like, are they having a dog bite a guy? did a dog bite that guy? Why was that guy getting bit by that dog? And I kept kind of being hung up on this guy getting bit by a dog. Why are they doing that?
That's a real like anecdote from Dre. He like
It's
left.
anecdotal.
Yeah.
So
It is.
anecdotal.
See, you would say every rapper has a dog bite a guy every day. After you watch this fucking movie,
90%.
you're like, I don't know, I saw it. Yeah, I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
Flow Rider. He's got a Doberman.
You have. I was having you protest.
No more dog.
All I could think of is Pharrell with a pit bull. Got him.
This is the most ridiculous scene in the movie, by the way. So Ice Cube is like a good kid. He's on the bus. You
Yeah.
know, the Crips storm the bus
Yes.
Yeah.
to teach everybody a
Crips.
lesson
Yeah.
to stay in
Bloods.
school. It was Bloods.
That was the Crenshaw Mafia. That was
Sorry.
OG Two-Tone from Crenshaw Mafia. A real motherfucker.
Yeah, but I love he's like, you gotta gangbang them books. Like telling the kids to stay in school.
It's a good message.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did the Mr. T.
Yeah. So, you know, there's some dickhead cops. Cube and Dre know each other.
Every black guy has a mohawk.
They all do.
I've seen it. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes.
So
Why do you think the price of gold is so high? All those chains.
Oh, sorry.
So Dr. Dre
Passed
is
away 2021. It was Cody DeJohn Scott, who was Monster Cody. That's like the association.
so Dr. Dre is he's in this group where they wear marching band outfits. It's like an R&B group
Yeah.
called the World Class Wrecking
Very
Crew.
80s.
Very 80s and corny.
Yeah.
The guy who is like the leader of that band,
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo, owned the club that they would
Lawrence,
perform at.
whatever it was.
Now, in the movie, they make him way less supportive than he really was in reality.
Oh, he helped them out?
That's what he claims now. Who knows? But he's like, I let them put on. I didn't have a no gangster rap policy at my club. He's like, that's bullshit.
I will say they represented that guy as so one-dimensional that I'm like, there's no way this guy was like, get out of here. Like, you know, I don't know.
So, Dre was arrested after the club one night, but it wasn't because like he got in a fight or anything like that. He had tons of unpaid parking tickets, and he got arrested for it. Look, not paying your fines related to parking
I
and
support him.
tolls.
Brian is the equivalent.
Look, I'm just saying, like, you know, we shouldn't judge Dre too harshly. You don't know what he
You're
got
so
going
much
on.
hardcore of a gangster than Ray.
I racked up 20 G's in tolls, Dre.
He's looking at the court records to find the word easy pass.
I forgot Brian knows fucking Easy Pass millions of dollars.
Easy B.
Easy B.
That's why that was your rap name.
I was MC Brain.
Every picture of him speeding through the thing is holding up a middle finger.
Another fine.
Fuck the Port Authority coming straight from the underground.
MC Brain got a bad Chrissy Brown.
They got the authority to find the minority. But I mean, Hebraic faith.
So, when Dre is arrested, this guy had bailed him out a bunch of times already.
Easy.
Not Eazy-E. His other guy.
You
He's
think
like,
Easy was homosexual?
no.
I don't think so.
He said it in the movie. I ain't no.
I think
hard to
that
say.
when you're that famous, especially like in the 80s,
You get AIDS?
you're fucking a ton of girls without a condom. You don't give a fuck.
But there's
I
also
really
a
think
theory. You fuck that many girls. At some
get
point,
bored.
You get bored and go to guys.
I understand that. I
I know you
let's
do.
keep going. You handsome succulent.
But so
I noticed you trim your beard a little extra.
So Dre calls that other guy, and that guy's like, I'm not bailing you out again. He's like, fuck, who am I gonna call? He calls Eazy-E. Eazy-E at this point already was like, I'm done with the gangbanger life. Apparently he made $250,000 in like his like crime time frame, and he's like, I want to start rapping. Dre said, "If you bail me out, I'll produce one of
Well, the
your
movie
songs."
made it look like Eazy-E was like forced to rap.
He was.
Is that not
Oh,
true?
yeah.
That's not true. He already wants. Again, this is Dre and Cube propaganda.
Oh, yeah.
They
yeah,
hate
yeah.
Easy, apparently.
No, they don't.
I know, he starts out.
Easy
he's
is
like-
portrayed pretty well in the movie.
They never reconcile with him.
After a little bit.
Really?
They didn't reconcile with him.
Yeah, they
really.
hate Easy.
What about
What?
what about in the movie though?
They just want to make themselves look good.
In the movie, they reconcile.
They made Jerry the bad guy.
Jerry's the bad guy in the movie, and the only member of N.W.A. to go to Eazy's funeral was DJ Yella.
Wow.
Yeah,
Who doesn't get a big role
They
in this.
briefly had spoken about
A reunion?
Cube and Easy briefly spoke about it, but he never made up with Dre.
And you know what happened
Wow.
with Jerry after this?
I'll talk about
Yeah.
Jerry.
Can I make a little note about Eazy-E and Dre? It's really interesting. They came out with a song called "I Need a Doctor," and it's Eminem and Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
This is probably in 2011, and it's Dr. Dre. It starts with him like going on all these mountain roads with like this convertible or whatever, and he's just like thinking about it. His son died in real life, which I don't know if he's thinking about it at that point in time because I don't know if he had died yet. But he's having all these visions of all the stuff that's gone wrong in his life, and he pictures Eazy-E in his grave in this video as part of a thing, as part of his regrets, which is pretty cool.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, if
you
your
know,
friend, well, I guess your former friend dies of AIDS suddenly, and you never made up with him, you're gonna feel bad.
You're gonna be
about it.
haunted.
you're gonna have
Yeah.
some guilt.
Yeah.
Of course.
So in the movie, they put Eazy-E in the booth, and he can't rap. He's like a clown.
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
laughing at him.
He just needs some coaching.
They tried to get that
offbeat.
group to rap first from the East Coast.
Yeah.
That's a real story.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't get along with Cube. It didn't work. Easy steps into the booth in the movie, and
Why the East Coast West Coast beef? Can someone explain this to me?
who has better rappers? It's like the comedy scene.
I know. I think it's like New York versus Austin. It's
Yeah.
just that the whole thing is like gangster rap and shooting people. So I think it just rose to that
just
level.
goes violent.
I think so.
No disrespect is allowed.
Yeah, exactly. I think
Well,
so.
it's like it starts where it's
humans
like
in general.
it's like our guys are better skilled at that. So you make a boast like, we got the best rappers on this side, and you're name checking, and then
When-
they come out, and then it gets more and more heated.
Right. This is why I'm gonna kill Brad. Yes.
like I was saying before, like all of this shit is packed into like 5 years. It's all really quick.
Yeah.
So like, when is Biggie and Tupac the thing?
Right after.
Shortly
Right
after.
So like 94.
Yes.
it's really interesting because Dre and Tupac kind of form a little bit of an alliance, right?
Yeah, they're West Coast.
No, Tupac was in the movie.
Yeah,
Yes.
Tupac's in the movie, but yeah, it gets a little rough. Like even if it's not violence, it's like one of those diss songs with Tupac starts with, "That's why I fucked your bitch,
Yeah.
you fat motherfucker," to B.I.G., which is true.
Yeah, he fucked his wife.
Yeah, and
Isn't
so
it Who
like,
Shot You?
Yeah.
Yes.
yes, you love this stuff.
I watched the Biggie Smalls movie.
How was that?
I saw it in the theater. I
Notorious?
remember thinking it was good.
Yeah,
Notorious?
Notorious. Yeah, that's
the name.
right. That's the name of it.
This is better.
This one's better.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I actually like this movie.
I think so too. I thought it was pretty good. I'm all turned around. he's wearing the blue bandana.
Ant's putting on his socks hat. Wearing shades. Easy, by the way,
he has AIDS.
Easy, by the way, really small guy. He's like Jimmy the Hair Guy.
He
Oh,
looks
yeah?
like, yeah. I'm
yeah,
not
he's like
surprised.
5 foot.
He's like Shada from GTA. Not Shada, Ryder.
Right.
So much of this shit, you see it in San Andreas,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear something funny? I'm actually friends with the guy who voices Lil Jacob in real life.
Who's Lil Jacob?
From GTA 4, he gives you all the missions to do. He's a Jamaican guy.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, I actually know that guy.
The Yardie guy. Yeah. The fucking Jamaican dude.
Yeah.
He makes you like go to this shitty, fucked up like Oldsmobile all over the city, and you gotta like run pot.
Yeah. By the way, he does that in real life, and it's fucking annoying.
Run pot.
Same car.
Same car.
Very hard to drive that car.
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah.
So
Nico, cousin.
I love it.
so Easy comes out with Boys in the Hood, the song.
Okay.
Do
Isn't that a movie?
Yes.
It becomes a movie, but you know
But it was
the
an
song?
Ice Cube movie.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
But they took the
sing
title.
it. How does it go?
The boys in
The
the hood are
boys
always
in the
hard.
hood. hood.
The boys in the hood is always hard. Keep tucking that trash and we'll pull your card.
I heard that in
Ain't
the film.
nothing in life but to be legit.
Don't
quote me, boy.
I
'cause
ain't
he said shit.
Yeah.
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 So that becomes the big hit. Now,
When
it's-
Rupert was in grade school, that's what he had put under his like
that's my
yearly picture.
that's my
Right,
50th grade
right.
quote in my yearbook.
Ed scored as the hood should have been white.
The boys in the hood.
It says, "Fuck everyone but the police. Please comply."
Motherfucking love the police.
Yeah.
So
I gotcha. Now that was funny.
Love the police coming straight from downtown.
keeping me safe from the Browns.
That's exactly what he would say. That's getting cut.
They got the authority to pull over a minority.
Whatever they do, it's justified.
Back it up with the body cam footage all day. Eazy-E was probably gay.
So
All I'm saying is Magic Johnson and him were in the same town.
Back to blue.
It's so fucking funny.
So in the movie now, Jerry approaches Easy.
Yes.
Seinfeld, yeah.
Yeah. What's the deal with this rap music? Have you met my buddy Kramer? He pointed you out.
So you sling crack.
Let's go see my buddy's show. He's playing at the Laugh Factory.
So Jerry had a problem with this movie.
Jerry, this killed Jerry.
He's killed, but did he win the law?
Is he still around?
No, he died.
Big lawsuit against this movie.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't
Jerry.
think they made him look
Defamation.
that bad.
I agree.
Defamation.
I don't think he was that bad.
Apparently,
Like-
he also had a book out about this whole ordeal.
And they
stole parts from it.
They stole parts from his book.
Oh, yeah.
How can you steal parts from an autobiography if you're also telling your story that had happened at the same time
Because
with
it's
the
the
same person?
unlicensed thing from his
It's
perspective.
his scene.
Yes.
His perspective, yeah.
Because how could they know about a scene he had with Easy?
Oh, okay, okay.
You see
I
what
get
I'm
it.
He's
saying?
dead.
I get it. Okay. That makes sense.
I think the lawsuit was like 110 million or something like
Yeah,
that. Like a
and he
crazy
died,
amount.
and then after he died, it
Yeah.
got thrown out.
Here's something I was thinking. Like
He bought the stories.
Jerry takes advantage of naive guys who don't know the record business.
Not really. Can I read you his quote?
In the movie,
In the
that's
movie.
what he does.
In the movie, yeah.
Yeah.
And, well, no, he's Team Easy.
Yeah, well, he's taking advantage of naive guys, the naive guys being the other guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's, at the end, we find out he's also, like, taking money from Easy.
Well, this-
or, like, taking more than his fair share. I don't know. They don't really say it.
This is
exactly
kind of
what it is.
what I'm saying is like they paint him as sort of the bad guy without ever really giving a reason. It's like Eazy-E's like, I should have more money. And
Yeah.
Jerry's like, well, this is how things are.
Yeah.
And they leave it ambiguous as to who's right and who's wrong.
So
Well, you're supposed to hate Jerry by that point.
yeah,
Anyway.
the
guess
movie
so.
doesn't want you to side with Jerry. But
But my question is, that's such a stereotype that, like, the crooked record executive who
Yeah.
robs from the black man.
yeah,
Any man.
Any man, yeah.
Was that a thing back then?
Yes.
Did people have that?
I think it's still a thing.
Like, I just assumed that Jerry was
I think it's
ripping them
always a
off.
thing. Like,
Well,
'cause
here's-
that's
From
in
the moment I saw Jerry, I was like, Jerry is here to rip these guys off.
that's
Yes.
that's in
You know?
Dolomite too.
Well, I'll tell you an interesting thing that's actually part of the music industry is that record companies used to take this. The way that record companies work is like, let's say N.W.A needs to make an album, and they're like, they need $75,000 to make an album. Let's talk about 1988 money, which is a lot more than it is now. What the record company does is go, here's $75,000 to make your album. Now start earning it back. And so what happens is,
Right. That's
let's
what
say,
happened in Dolomite.
Yeah, same kind of thing. And so they do that to every type of artist. It's kind of a common deal. When all the costs started going down and albums stopped being sold as much, they changed it to a 360 deal where they also get a cut of your merch and anything else you produce, even if it has nothing to do with them. And that's currently how the record company is. The record, yeah, that's how the industry is.
This is from Jerry's book. The N.W.A song publishing royalties were hefty because the band sold a lot of records. Ruthless took 25 cents out of every dollar for publishing royalty. So that's him and Easy, right? Well, no, they're taking 25 cents from every dollar off the top.
So 75% is all that's left.
Yeah. Again, it's a fairly customary bite. Some labels take 100. The other publishing companies involved, Ice Cube included, also took 25 cents. Of the 50 cents left, the lyric writer took 25 cents and the beat writer took 25 cents. Dre composed the beat for every song N.W.A. ever put out, so he always got a quarter of every dollar coming in. Less deductions for all his sampling. You wrote a lot of the words, Cube, so some of the time you took a quarter bite out of those dollars. There were quite a few times, though, where you had to share with other co-writers, such as Dre Yella, The Doc, Easy, or Ren. So you had to share your quarter. It's not robbery. It's not a conspiracy to rip off the artist. It's mathematics. That's what he said. Which kind of makes sense if you think about that breakdown.
100%. Yeah.
Now, in reality, he didn't seek out Easy. Easy paid the guy, Lorenzo. He paid him $750 to introduce him to Jerry. And he introduced himself to Jerry and was like, I want, like, management do this. And he's like, okay, we'll work together. I work for you. I get 20% of your company.
So he's there to represent Eazy-E and not the other guy.
Yes, that's his job. If you think about it, he's working for Easy. Easy's his boss.
Right.
And when Easy is throwing parties and raging and it's coming out of Ruthless's account, that's not Jerry's fucking money.
Yeah.
Jerry's still getting his cut.
Yeah.
Because Easy's spending like a jackass. And Eazy-E was not broke at the end of his life. Like, he was
Now,
producing...
is Jerry getting 20% of Eazy-E's money or 20% of N.W.A.'s money?
N.W.A. It's got to be.
Well, no, it's Ruthless. It's the record company.
This is
And
prior.
N.W.A. on Ruthless.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, they're getting their bite first.
Right.
And then the rest is going to the guys. And it's divvied up where Dre's already in 25%. And then the other guys have to share credits.
And the reason Eazy-E owns Ruthless is because he put up the money for
Yes.
the original record
Yes.
This
from
was
from his
all
drug fortune.
honest.
Yes.
None of this was dishonesty.
No. These are...
Yeah.
Cube was jealous. And,
Because he's not making as much money as the other guy.
Exactly. He, he's like, I'm still living at my parents'. These guys have mansions.
Yeah.
And it pissed him off. And this female movie executive he was talking to, she ended up becoming his agent.
So he did the right thing for himself.
He
went-
did what he had
Yes.
to do for
Yeah,
himself.
yeah.
But that's his version of the breakup is Cube went to this female executive. She looked at his numbers and was like, you could be doing better, leave. And then he leaves. The N.W.A. Dre version, which was canon until the movie, was they voted him out because he kept fucking complaining. He was the only guy not to sign, and they threw him out. And to me, it makes sense because they diss him first and call him Benedict Arnold.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And then Jerry has a conniption.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can say anything you want about the white man, but the second the word Jew comes out, oh boy, stand back.
Rough. The claws came out.
Yeah.
I loved we don't even know what anti-Semitic means. I love that.
Because, that was probably a real line. Let's be honest.
I would think it was probably true.
None of us know what the fuck that means, Jerry. What are you talking about?
So, this is real. Priority Records. They did sign the California Raisins. That was their big act before N.W.A. That's how they
That's
made
a
all
huge
their money.
thing.
Yeah, I love
It's
that.
massive.
That was like a cultural icon.
I
for a
loved
hot
the
minute.
California Raisins. I had a VHS recorded off the TV
Claymation?
of California Raisins.
Chuck, you were the
commercials.
right age for the raisins. You love it.
I love the.
He knows the whole history of that.
I love. We did a whole episode on my podcast. So my buddy Brad on the podcast does a segment called "The Roar You Know" because his last name is Brad Roar, and he teaches me about something.
Okay.
And we did the entire California Raisins at one point in time,
That's
which was
fun.
interesting. It was very fun.
You got a tattoo now?
They heard it
Yeah.
through the grapevine.
It was very cute.
Yeah.
It's one of our
Americana.
cuter episodes.
Yeah.
There was a lot of racial discussion there too. Actually, now that I think about it.
Well, they
You're just
do
a
dry
magnet.
up in the sun. So this is real. They really performed at a roller rink. That was like one of their first shows that they popped off, and
Well, that was like a big thing. Roller rinks were huge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
They did a show there. Suge Knight's there in the movie as a bodyguard. And now it's time to record Straight Outta Compton. And they really were like harassed like that on the street, like outside the studio.
I don't buy it.
No, I buy that. I bought that. The cops drive by, they see a bunch of gangbangers in the nice neighborhood. They're wondering what the fuck is going on. I think it's completely reasonable.
they searched him and let him go.
They let him go because Jerry stopped him.
Well, what's the real story? I don't know. I didn't look it up, but in the movie, Jerry stops him.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
you got?
they were clean. They didn't have anything.
Yeah.
Dre, by the way, as they're recording the album, a couple of things. He has to go to jail every weekend to serve time for his
yeah,
traffic
weekend jail?
tickets. Yeah.
I know a guy who had weekend jail.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
So what is that? Like you just like
You got to show up at jail every weekend and just sit there from
They just
fucking
ruin your weekend.
Friday night to Monday.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess for parking tickets, though, that makes more sense than putting someone in actual jail for good.
Ruin your weekend.
just fuck up your weekend.
If you don't show up, you're in big trouble.
Yeah, it's like probation, I bet.
Yeah, but he was doing that, and he used orchestra for a lot of the album, so he didn't have to worry about sampling fees. So rather than sample it directly, he would have an orchestra like steal the melody,
Oh, that's cool.
and then they would do it.
Where do you get that?
They paid-
Hire an orchestra?
yeah,
Well, you now
paid.
have money
Yeah.
to produce a
All right,
record,
yeah.
so
Yeah, right.
that's why it's important to actually get this kind of deal.
album is massive.
Huge.
They have a raging hotel party. They're all getting their dick sucked.
It's crazy that blew up. Well, okay. Here's what I want to know. You guys are going to teach me about rap now.
All right.
Where does this come from? Is this so new and different than anything that was going on? Isn't like LL Cool J around already? Like why is this new? Why is this
You're
better?
talking about like the fact that like Will Smith was already doing
Yeah.
some kind of rap.
Parents just
he's
don't
like-
understand.
He's milquetoast.
I think that it becomes more dangerous.
real.
LL was kind of gangster though, wasn't he?
LL Cool J, probably. a
It was
little bit.
more like I'll fight you,
He
bro.
was a tough guy.
You know?
Yeah.
He was a
Mama
mama
said
Mama
knock
said
you
knock
out.
you out.
Is that before this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 80s.
You don't like that song?
That's kind of fun.
I knew it.
He's like a- he's like a
I'd
box.
turn him.
That's kind of fun.
He's a boxing type. You know?
Don't call it a comeback.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's great.
These are people who do drive-bys, not boxers.
I just like LL
So
Cool J
before
as a guy.
N.W.A. rap was like, my name is Bill and I'm here to say.
I think so.
DMC.
Yeah, Run DMC's kind of like real.
Yeah.
They're kind of real, but it's like Walk This Way with Aerosmith. I think it's a little bit neutered versus NWA.
It's fun, playful music.
It's
Yeah.
priming the public for what was coming.
You know, it's funny because I can't think of it off the top of my head, but this has probably happened multiple times where there was like the mainstream version of something, and then someone came out with a more dangerous or
Yeah, it's
or-
metal. It's rock.
Yeah, it's metal.
exactly.
That's the story
something
of
like
metal,
that. Yeah,
you know?
exactly. It's probably the same across a lot
Something
of
The Beatles
genres.
had to happen before Sabbath could.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah,
That's
something has to
exactly
happen,
right.
then they come and they do a more intense version of it,
Yeah.
and it pisses
Or
off
like
people.
Motorhead had to happen for Metallica to come.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's the
So
same
you
thing.
have your forefathers of rap, and the Eazy-E, NWA, they're the first ones that are like taking it to the next level. Like Two Life Crew too, they're doing
Punk kind of
Oh.
worked backwards. Now I'm thinking about it.
They got more.
They got more neutered.
saccharine. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they did for sure. And it was like that's absolutely true. I think for
Without
sure.
Chuck Berry, you don't get Nile.
But it's funny though. I think rap eventually went backwards?
They do.
Yes.
They did
You know
too.
what I mean?
Well, you get the Kanye brand, like
I think Eminem is one of the best examples of rap becoming super mainstream. I think he beat the Beatles for the highest streams in 2010 to 2000 to 2010. He was the highest like stream
believe
artist
that.
or whatever, highest selling, I guess, at the time.
yeah.
But that was pop. That's pop for sure.
Well, pop.
But was he
moved forward.
always like even in the beginning? Cause
I'd
like,
argue.
bitch, I'm gonna kill you.
yeah,
That's kind of fucking
Well,
gangster rap. Isn't
it,
it?
it is. But you know what?
It's hardcore.
It's hardcore. It's basically he's talking about his own life with specific people. He's not like fuck the police. This is a group, and I want to have people against them. He's like fuck my ex-wife Kim. You know, which I think is a little bit less. It seems a little bit more palatable that he's talking about
to the white man.
that to everybody. I
Well,
think.
he's rapping experiences for poor white people.
Right.
Exactly,
Do black people like Eminem?
I think so.
I think
They respect.
You get two camps.
Yeah.
You get ones who are just like, fuck white boy coming into our shit.
Yeah.
That's definitely a viewpoint. You get others who are like, you gotta just respect the sales and the body of work. And then you get like real rap fans who like respect lyricism,
artistry.
flow, and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the actual skill level. It's like
You can't deny
he's
it.
like a Yingwei. You know what I mean? It's like even if you don't like Yingwei,
Right.
you gotta recognize it's like this guy is just fucking insane what he could do.
Who are the top 5 rappers of all time?
Eminem is the best selling.
Probably Snoop Dogg, maybe.
Tech Nine.
No.
No, Tech Nine.
I'm not even talking like sales.
It's good. It's gonna
You're
be
talking about skills?
Just skills like if
Busta
you were
Rhymes.
gonna make a Mount Rushmore of rappers,
Biggie and Tupac.
Like
are
who-
both on there.
Busta
respect
Rhymes.
from
Maybe.
rap fans.
Tech Nine.
I would
That
say
guy is great.
I would say you would get Biggie, Pac,
Yeah.
Eminem, and I would say Nas would probably be there, but
Nobody
you get a lot of
realizes
people
that
that
guy.
would say
Biggie and Pac's
Jay-Z.
careers are so short. Though.
It's
But
true.
massive, influential, and
Yeah.
like
What did they do that's different than N.W.A?
That's a good question.
go at each other. And I think
So the beef?
the beef, and I actually think Biggie was a better lyricist than them.
It's also like
I like Biggie better than Pac,
Mm-hmm.
East Coast.
as much
represent.
as people don't want to hear it, like the way that record companies work and the way that promotion works is huge in terms of how big an artist gets. So if you have
course.
Puff Daddy,
Back then, anyway.
yeah, if you have Puff Daddy, and he like makes all the right decisions for Biggie to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Fuck is he back then?
Just keep feeding him. You know what I mean?
I mean, he might be a great businessman at the time. Like now we think of
Where
him
did he
as
come from?
a
He
rapper
was
and a
producer.
pedophile.
Yeah.
He was a producer.
Yeah, he was a
That's what he was
producer,
doing, yeah.
and he was in charge
What
of Bad
lizard
Boy.
man fucking put that guy in power?
So he joined a
Pizzagate?
huge,
Was he
no,
in Pizzagate?
He joined a huge funk name at the time that was transitioning into hip hop, and that's
Interesting.
how he got his start. And they gave him more responsibilities. He was like a runner of like messages, and then eventually he just gained notoriety. He started throwing parties for the record company.
This is straight up Epstein shit.
This is
No
I watched
doubt
a
about
documentary
it.
about it.
This is '93. These are three artists he discovered in the early '90s: Biggie, Mary J. Blige, Usher.
Yeah,
That's insane.
Usher's been around that
Well,
long?
then it was
97.
also
Yeah, he was like
He's not a rap guy.
he's an R&B guy, but he was like 15, 16 when he was putting out hits.
Tech Nine did a fucking song with Tupac.
I believe that.
I want to hear your Mount Rushmore.
I think that Biggie, Tupac, Eminem are there. And the thing is, like, I don't know enough about people like Common and Nas. I don't know enough about those people that are not.
Those are guys in
as-
the early 2000s.
I think so, and continue. Well, Common's a little bit later.
Yeah,
right?
Common's later.
He
He's-
was
and
on
he's more R&B.
He was
I
on
think.
Hell on Wheels.
He was.
But what about Necro?
Necro would be on my personal, but I'm
I'm not talking personal. I'm
Yeah,
talking
no.
like
Yeah.
if we were to try to encapsulate the feeling of rap fans, who were the best of the
think
best?
you just said
Biggie,
him.
Pac, Eminem, and I think you'll get Jay-Z. But I think
yeah.
more hardcore fans would say Nas. Nas is
Not a Rev Run or a
It's too
No.
old.
See, that might fall more into like the history of pioneers of the type of music it is.
Right.
But I think overall, in terms of career, and I think numbers is part of it. I think that numbers kind of indicate how many people you've reached and how many people you've impacted in general. And I think that because Biggie, especially because he died, and Tupac because he died, and their music stayed so.
young.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it continued from
Like
generation
imagine
to
if
generation.
Kurt Cobain was around for 40 years, how bad Nirvana would be.
Exactly. That's exactly. You're 100%
Yeah,
right.
right.
I will say too about Puff Daddy, just to add it in. It's like he started his career young, and let's say he discovered those three artists, but then he went on with like Mace and Faith Evans
Yeah.
and what 112.
Ain't
is that
nothing
their
but a
name?
G thing.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff.
well, that's Dre.
It's
Wait, no, what am I thinking of? Of the one where they're in orange suits in the lights.
Bad Boy for Life.
Bad
No,
Boy for
no, no.
That one's
With
great.
Mace. He's
Feel So Good.
no. It was like a massively famous music video.
I know what you're
They're in
talking
the
about.
orange
Superstar?
jackets.
Superstar?
They did Bad Boy for Life.
Superstar.
They did
reach for the
Victory.
stars. That song?
No. It's like money. The
More money, more
more
problem.
money, more problem.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. That's like, woof. That's the song that got me into rap.
Oh, there you go.
That's when it was mainstream. That was the moment, the crossover, where
Yeah,
it
I
was
think
100%. This is the new rock music.
Yeah, I think so too. It's
Oh,
funny.
for sure. I think that's definitely a big changing point, and it becomes the mainstream thing. But we still had rap music. It wasn't until like 2008 where rock was just pulled
gay.
from the mainstream, and it just became,
Yeah.
this stuff.
I will say, yeah, one of the big things about me and music is that I grew up in what I would consider the TRL generation, which
yeah,
is
we
like
all did.
when you watch that, you see Britney Spears, Korn, Eminem, Puff Daddy, Christina Aguilera, Blink-182,
Limp Bizkit.
and Limp Bizkit, and you see these things back to back, and
They're
you
all
don't
the genres are kind of all over the place.
exactly. So you don't separate genre. You
Yeah.
just appreciate music.
Right.
It's a really different thing, and I think that impacted a specific generation. And I still feel the same way, where I'm like, yeah, I love punk rock, I love rock and roll, I love rap, but like I love a new pop song. I love a great
That's
one.
interesting.
Favorite boy
Isn't
band.
it interesting?
Yeah.
I think MTV favorite boy band. I mean, it's got to be NSYNC. I don't really. I don't really. I'm not.
You go and sync over Backstreet.
I think so. I
NSYNC
mean,
is
bye.
better.
But I think that there was a certain generation that was so impacted by the genres clashing that they feel less inclined to be like, I'm a metal guy, I'm a this guy. I'm a
That
this
is
guy.
when it was like
metal.
white guys got into black music for the first time.
I mean,
Like right there.
you got to think of Aerosmith and Run DMC being a big step, though.
But that was a rock thing
Yeah.
more than it was a rap thing. And
Yeah, I think it did a lot though, because then they have It's Tricky from Run DMC.
what
and
about
that was
Anthrax and
mainstream.
Public Enemy? What was Public Enemy? Why don't we know? Why don't we talk about them? Where did they?
It's
They're
what's his
parallel.
name? What's his name? Flavor Flav, right?
Yeah. They were in 85.
Oh, that's gangster rap.
That's not gangster rap.
That's not gangster rap.
No. It's like, fight the power.
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of
This
like
is
a
about going
it's
down the
proto.
street doing drive-by slinging crack.
That's not what Public Enemy.
I think it's
is.
a sanitized version of what you're
It's
talking
proto.
proto.
It's proto.
Yeah.
It's proto.
Yeah.
It's rainbow, not fucking.
Right.
Yeah.
By the way, guess who I saw this summer?
Right.
Public Enemy.
Public Enemy is the deep purple of rap.
Fucking awesome. And they brought out DMC and they did It's Tricky and they did Walk This Way and it was fucking
Tricky.
awesome.
All right, yeah, that's not
Who's
gangster.
who's the Asia of rap?
Oh, that's interesting.
Ooh.
You know what I
A
mean?
super group?
No.
Well,
D12.
Asia, like
D12 is interesting.
D12 is the
Maybe.
Asia. Is the Asia of rap.
Yeah, there you go.
That's funny. That's very funny.
Like
I'll tell you, Eminem's
audiophiles.
definitely the Elvis.
I saw
Eminem's the
D12.
Elvis.
For sure.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw D12 with Twisted from the Psychopathic Camp one
Really?
time. Yeah, and a small club too.
Eminem is the Zeppelin of rap.
Perhaps.
Sure,
But he's
why
so
not?
much more mainstream. Zeppelin is kind of like
Zeppelin's
for
mainstream.
Zeppelin's so mainstream.
Zeppelin is but Zeppelin is for people who love and appreciate like really deep rock and roll.
Isn't that what Eminem is?
Maybe, but Eminem is like, I'll put it this way: Zeppelin.
Like he didn't invent it, but he's
Right.
like the biggest guy.
But Zeppelin would never reach the heights that Eminem has reached.
That's a crazy thing to say.
It's true. I mean, look at the numbers. Eminem
It's
is
Zeppelin, dude.
Eminem's numbers probably crush Zeppelin.
We're talking about two different generations.
Eminem
but,
is one of
like
the
as far as
biggest-
impact.
I mean, in numbers. I'm just talking in numbers.
All right, numbers. Yeah, Eminem's
I mean,
definitely bigger. Right?
He won a
I
Grammy
don't even know. That's
and he won an Oscar.
Zeppelin to me in my head. Zeppelin's like the biggest band ever.
The thing that
Beatles are bigger than Zeppelin,
Sure.
the thing is,
So
in
is
like
Pink Floyd.
but Eminem beat Beatles for that decade. The Beatles was the highest artist of all time in terms of sales, and Eminem beat the Beatles.
I'd argue that Eminem doesn't have the longevity of either of those. Though.
Led Zeppelin has
Well,
sold
it's
more
27
albums
years
than
since his
Zeppelin.
first album.
But
Well,
they,
think about
Wait,
it,
you just
though.
said Zeppelin has sold more albums than Zeppelin.
You
Than
can't really.
Eminem.
Okay.
but they have years on them. They sold 300 million to
Yeah, they got-
220.
They got about 30 years on them.
This is what
Yeah.
I was gonna say. You can't measure longevity while the artist is still active.
Right.
That's tough to do. You know?
It is hard, but it's my personal opinion.
Yeah, we'll have to
I think
see.
Beatles and Zeppelin are going to be played long after Eminem disappears.
I don't know.
I don't think.
No, Eminem will last.
I think Eminem will last.
I barely hear it though in my own world, but that's
Okay.
my world. You know.
Zeppelin is still being discovered by kids today, I think.
True.
Is Eminem.
Yeah.
He's still in the mainstream, so it's hard to compare them.
Right.
True.
You know what I mean? You'd
but
have
you
to take.
still you go on. I love these videos. I get them like new generation reacts to like whatever for the first
Reacts
time,
to Zeppelin.
and I always get Eminem ones.
Right.
And like they're listening to like Eminem, and he's like going berserk. To it, be like, oh my god, this is insane.
Yeah.
So
I think.
I have
so
no
how long-
idea what kids like. So.
How long ago did Zeppelin break up?
Like 79.
So let's call
78,
it.
79.
Let's call it 50 years ish.
Okay.
You'd have to
40.
measure it.
Let's say 40.
Okay, 40. You'd have to measure it Eminem from when he stops rapping to the next 40 years to really compare it
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Zach.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It's tough.
It's just an opinion thing.
Yeah.
That's all.
Limp
but-
Bizkit will outlast us all.
This is
Right.
true. This is
Take
true.
a beat.
Fred is eternal.
Breaking stuff.
You probably loved
I
Fred.
don't think he realizes.
I love Limp Bizkit in a way where I recognize what they are, and I think Fred Durst recognizes what they are.
He
as
definitely
well.
does. He's in on the joke.
I think.
Yeah.
I think that's part of it. We saw them last summer.
It's fucking awesome.
It was fun.
How much did you love new metal back in the day?
I wasn't really a big new metal guy. I like Korn, which is kind of like.
No Slipknot for you?
It's new metal.
I never got into Slipknot. There's that one song that kind of got
Wayne
mainstream.
and Bleed.
Yeah, I guess so.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it was that. But I never,
Duality, or what's that? Psychosocial.
that's the one.
Those are the big ones.
I never really got into new metal. And it's weird because every genre that I'm not into, it's not like I've decided I'm not into it. I honestly swear to God think of like maybe next week I'll get into them. Like I'm always open to whatever.
I've been trying to get him to listen to Porcupine Tree. I want him to
like
hear In Absentia.
Oh, yeah,
like
you'd
that.
like it.
I believe it.
You'd like it.
Yeah.
I'm very open to it.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I started getting on Instagram videos from Clownvis. And I don't know why this happened, but you told me about Clownvis. So now when I see them, I have to watch them. I think of you every fucking time.
Whenever your phone is around, I just whisper, Clownvis. I've never even seen Clownvis.
I get Instagram videos from Clownvis now on a daily basis.
I've seen one picture of him.
Are you gonna buy a skateboard like Jimmy?
I don't understand why he would even have a skateboard.
Thank you.
Jimmy or Clownvis?
I wish Clownvis had a skateboard that said, I don't even know why I have a skateboard.
So they blow up. They're huge.
Yeah.
They got a letter from the FBI. This is real.
This is real.
They got a letter from the FBI.
Can't imagine why.
Now, the FBI was pissed about this because it was one rogue FBI guy who sent
a
a letter.
douche, right.
But once you do that, you're representing the United States
Yeah.
government,
You have to stand behind it.
and you're trampling. You can't tell
I know.
somebody what they can say.
Yeah.
Now, the FBI ended up apologizing about it. In the movie, they're like, fuck this, and they do the thing anyway. That is not what happened. The venue cut their mics. They performed it with like no music. The reason there was a riot was because their mics and audio got cut.
So people are just like, fuck
People
this.
flipped the fuck out because they paid money.
Yeah.
It got cut. They were
That
rushed.
happened a couple times in the early 90s, like just concert riots. Like
Oh,
Guns N'
yeah.
Roses.
Well, that's how
a
P.
few
Diddy
of those
became
happened.
famous.
Is it?
Yeah. That's how he got on the map. He threw a party at City College,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a riot because too many people were trying to get in because he was very popular at the time. And
Yeah.
a bunch of people got trampled. I think like a few people died.
Wow.
That's how he became famous.
I gotta
That's
get the fuck out of here.
That's going to be a good
well,
part.
and just give your thoughts on the movie. We'll wrap it up.
Out of 10.
7 or 8. It's a good movie.
Okay.
We
I
a
liked
lot.
it.
We liked
I thought it was a good movie. I thought the acting
Well,
was
we're gonna
really
we're
good.
gonna
We're gonna keep going.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going.
Oh, it has
okay.
to go.
All right,
He
no
has
problem.
work.
I gotta go to work.
Yeah.
All right.
Now that we got the dead weight gone, we voted Ann off. Let's fucking do our diss tracks.
Yeah.
Ant's a stupid motherfucker sucking on the cock. He's got AIDS.
Can I say a joke I was going to say 10 minutes ago?
Yeah.
You said that the government apologized
Yeah.
for coming after them. Then that's when they released Thank the Police.
Police aren't so bad.
Well, can I tell you? I didn't get to finish the story. After the riots, when they left, they ran to the hotel. They weren't arrested in the parking lot.
Yeah.
They got back to the hotel. Then they were arrested. They took pictures with all the police and signed autographs for them.
Right.
And they were cool with all the police.
Oh, that's funny.
But they had to go for inciting a riot, I guess.
Right.
That's funny.
But yeah, they were all cool with them, and
And that's kind of like, once again, that gripe. It's like why aren't you portraying this correctly? There's no reason not to.
in the movie, it would really be out. It's more accurate, but for a movie that you're trying to tell, it just doesn't go with the narrative they're building.
I think
know.
that's one of the things. You guys always cover biographical movies,
Good amount.
Historically, yeah.
historical, and it's like a lot of times if they put in every single fact, you would just lose viewers here and there of the movie because it would confuse things so much. Sure. It's like they're still trying to fit into that structure, a 3-act structure with the hero
Well,
and
it's
the blah,
also
blah.
entertainment. You know, at the end
Exactly.
of the day, they're trying to be entertaining.
They're taking the story and they're fitting it into a bottle.
But do you think that by any chance there was some nefarious like thought behind it, considering the climate now?
No.
Around that time, no?
I think no matter what, they would probably say, for the sake of narrative, we need to keep the police at the same.
Completely evil at all times. kind of
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
They're the
vil-
villain.
They're the villain. Yes.
Yeah, you have to kind of do that just for the movie.
Right.
Same thing with Jerry too. Like we said, it's probably a lot more nuanced than they presented it by the end. Same thing.
Yeah,
I think they
Jerry's
really-
the bad guy. The cops are the bad guys. It's like people forget Ice Cube plays a fucking cop in like every movie for like
Right.
the next like 30 years.
Yeah.
It's
But
like-
that's what I mean. Like I do think that people make movies for entertainment, but they also do make it for statements. And I do think that keeping the cops continuously the villain when stuff like that happened, where it's like they took pictures with them, it's like that's very disingenuous, almost to the point of malice. You know?
I think, like I said, I think it probably has more to do with story, but also, yeah, that could be it. I mean, it's also like, you know,
Yeah.
do people walk away from situations and say like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have done that? Because maybe they don't feel great about the fact that they bowed to them afterwards.
Sure, maybe.
That's a possibility too. There's a lot of like maybe this, maybe that.
But they're huge now. They're blowing up.
Yeah.
They're having like Wet and Wild tea parties, I almost said, which would be amazing. Yo, it's Easy and Dr. Dre's Wet and Wild tea
Got
party.
that English breakfast.
And pouring tea.
My favorite tea is hot cinnamon sunset.
I love fucking
Gonna give
crumpets.
this bitch oolong.
But they're having a Wet and Wild pool party.
One of their albums is Strumpets and Crumpets.
Hot like cinnamon tea.
That's a real party. I think MTV filmed
Yes.
it. That is the party where Dr. Dre committed assault on a woman.
Yes.
One of the many times.
How are you gonna take advice from someone who slapped D. Barnes? Yep.
Temper. Didn't think I'd remember Mr. Dre, Mr. N.W.A. coming straight out of Compton. Y'all better make way.
That was Eminem, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There you go. Guilty conscience. You got it.
Yeah.
You know, I did turn Ant a little bit on Dave Matthews Band. I don't know if you remember that. When we were here, he's like, Dave Matthews sucks. I can't do anything.
Yeah.
And he's like, Dave Matthews. And I go, are you sure? And I put one on, and he's like, this isn't bad.
I like Dave Matthews.
Ant is like everything sucks guy.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, I have a question though, because while watching this, I got bored of pool parties.
There kept being like, this guy's getting a blowjob. Now these titties are out. Can you believe this blowjob? What about that blowjob? How come they're getting AIDS? No one knows. It's a mystery. You know what I mean?
Well, it actually was like a common thought at the time that like only gay people get AIDS.
Yeah, of
Yes.
course it was.
So it's like that's
What
like
was
the lesson
happening?
of Eazy-E, right?
It's just an interesting thing to think about because bands like Poison, Whitesnake, Rat, like all those hair metal bands, hair metal bands.
They're still metal.
Yeah, hair metal bands. You got to think that they were also just going crazy with the same type of parties, you know? But, you know, maybe they just got lucky. And also, Bret Michaels did get diabetes, so it could have been from one of them.
Sexually transmitted diabetes.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they didn't fuck fat girls.
It's not
No.
like it's not rock was completely, because there were some people.
Freddie Mercury.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but that he went into that world.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I think too. A lot of you have, but like Zeppelin and those guys are 70s, so that's pre-AIDS, right?
Sure.
So it's like,
Yes.
when is AIDS at its peak? It's like 87 to like 93.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know,
It's just more risky in general.
yeah, at that time, like, I don't know, I feel like the 80s acts are kind of almost waning a bit more.
Sure.
You know, you're coming to the end of it. So, I don't know. I'm sure they were still getting ass, but
Yeah, maybe you're
probably
right.
slowed down a bit.
Yeah,
And,
maybe you're right.
you know, maybe there are 80s rockers that got AIDS. Like I'm sure a lot got like a hepatitis. Like didn't
Oh, without a
Bret
doubt.
Michaels have Hep C or something?
That's like a rite of passage.
I think so. I think so. I had a doctor tell me that chlamydia is the common cold of STDs, which I'm like, that's interesting.
Do I want to ask anything more of that, or we leave it right there?
I thought my ex-girlfriend was just standing in the cold too long. That's what I got.
Well, the lead singer of the B-52s in '85 died of AIDS.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So-
it was a thing.
So Freddie Mercury, Ricky Wilson, Eazy-E are some big ones. Keith Barrow. It's also, I think that there's not as many cases as we think of it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Where
Yeah.
like to be famous and get AIDS is probably such like a small Venn diagram.
Yeah, right.
You have to be sleeping with a lot of people.
Right.
Yeah, or shooting up.
Or shooting up. Yeah. Forget
Oh,
about
yeah,
that.
that's right. That's
Forget about
true.
that.
So now, Cube is pissed about the money, and he goes to their brunch. Easy. I love in the movie that Jerry. It feels like Jerry sincerely loves Easy in this,
I think so,
He
too.
does.
I think he does,
and I think
too.
he did in real life because he went to his funeral.
See, that's one of the things that makes the ending so complicated is that, like, it's not like he's with Easy at brunch and then Easy walks away and he's like, oh, yeah, and he's
Yeah.
plotting. It seems like he just cares about him the entire time. Even the final scene with him crying as Easy walks away, it's like, I found it to be ambiguous in terms of whether or not he was like a piece of shit.
Yeah, I think you could make way more of a case he was a piece of shit to the other guys
Sure.
than to Easy.
I agree with that.
Until the end, which then it's like he's been robbing you this whole time.
Yeah.
But he really.
We know he
Yeah.
wasn't, but in the movie, that's what they
Yeah.
made you believe.
Also, we got to talk about more stuff there. But so everyone signed these contracts for $75,000 as a bonus.
Pretty decent bonus.
It's a lot
to
of
be
fucking
honest.
money in the 90s.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Cube says no in the movie. He walks away. We kind of spoke about the reality of that already.
Yeah.
And he puts out his record, which is fucking a massive hit.
Yeah.
That album is huge. I'm pretty sure that one has
And I believe at the time, there were rumors spreading that this was all like a planned thing. Like start a beef, get people riled up,
Oh, that's cool.
sell double the records.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's
it's
rumors about
that's
that.
a
if
lot of
true, it works.
foresight.
It is a lot of foresight.
Not really when you think about like pro wrestling's aspects thing. You know what I
True.
mean? Like it's like what's better, selling one group or two competing groups, and now you have two sides who are gonna buy products. You know, you're producing double the stuff.
Yeah, that's
You know?
true.
That's like I said, it was a rumor.
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
like
Yeah.
a real thing because it seems like money comes between people all the time. So it's
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, Cube's album is a hit.
yeah, massive.
And now this is a real story. He didn't get paid from the record company, and he showed up with a bat and he really smashed up that fucking office.
Really?
Yeah. And supposedly Cube didn't want the scene in the movie, and his son convinced him. He's like, we should put it in. I mean, you did this.
Yeah.
You know?
Good.
Like, let's put in one scene of you being a dick.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
And also, they kind of treat it in the movie a little bit more like he's in the right, at least morally, if
Justified,
Not,
yeah.
it's at least if not going overboard, at
It's
least
warranted.
like yeah, exactly. Yeah, somewhat.
I'd be pissed.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we only have lawyers and everything else.
Yeah, I
We
know.
don't have to bat out offices, but
I mean, sometimes you got to scare people.
Sure.
you got to
Chuck.
dangle vanilla ice from the window, you know?
He's like, what if I just was acting strongly worded in that scene? It's like, it doesn't really have the same.
Three
impact.
people who were there are like, no, you were gonna.
Darn it.
So, there's a scene where Ice Cube is coming down an escalator and they get in a big brawl.
Yeah.
That's a fight that really happened, but Cube was not in the room. He was doing a panel in like another room at this American Musical Fest, and it was loosely related to Easy. It was like also kind of an East Coast thing, but they really did have a brawl
Yeah.
at this festival.
Yeah.
Have you ever been at a con where there's been a brawl over like who gets the Chuck panel?
Yeah. It was Bob Saget. Meatloaf just fired me. That's the closest thing I got.
Yeah,
Which is true. Steve, you don't know that?
he has beef with Meatloaf.
He has more beef than I
Yeah.
do. It's
Fuck
true.
that guy.
You know what? I got in a lot of trouble for telling that story too.
Really?
With the con.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
They came at him like a bat out of hell.
Keep going, keep going. No.
Now wait a minute. Let's think on it.
Did he at least sleep on it, or is it?
It's tough. I'm going with Paradise by the Dashboard Light. I got nothing.
I know that's like the only two Meatloaf songs. I know.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're done.
I have bitch tits.
I'll get back to the Meatloaf jokes.
So they write diss tracks about each other.
Yeah.
Jerry is upset about the Jewish stuff.
Sure.
Now Cube was, he defended himself. He's like, I've never been anti-Semitic.
Yeah, he has an interview.
Yeah. And in real life, he's made that claim. I don't buy it because he's put up some anti-Semitic memes in recent times.
Really?
Yeah. I always liked Cube, and then he kind of put out these memes, and I was really like, fuck Cube. Like, I can't listen to you anymore.
No listening?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, if you hate me, why would I want to,
Yeah, I hear you.
stream you? If I own the CD, it's different. But, like, a stream is like
Yeah.
an
You're gonna
endorsement
money.
of you.
Yeah.
Give him
So-
money.
You're only going to buy his album secondhand, used from a used CD.
That's why I
store.
never
Yeah.
listen to our own episodes.
But they make Jerry so annoying where he's like, I'm going to call the JDL. And, like,
Yeah,
you're so
yeah.
really supposed to be, like, annoyed and
Like,
disgusted
shut
with
up,
him.
Jerry.
Yeah.
You're not one of us.
And now the Rodney King stuff happens.
Rodney King. It happened. Brutal.
It's a big deal.
However, silver lining, it brought some of my favorite people on earth. The rooftop Koreans. I worship the rooftop Koreans.
They're pretty cool.
They're awesome.
Do you know about that?
No.
Okay.
So during the riots, obviously there's like Koreatown in LA. And in order to protect their businesses, the rooftop Koreans stood on the roofs of their businesses with rifles.
Just
Defending-
aiming at the front door. Like,
Like-
you come in, we're shooting you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, there's like so many footage of them.
They look
So
cool. They're
much
smoking
footage.
cigarettes with like M1s.
Yeah,
That's
Jesus.
fucking awesome.
I mean, it's their business, right? It's their
Yeah.
livelihood. So now we get
I'm showing a picture. Go ahead.
okay. So now we get Dre.
Fucking
yeah.
awesome.
Dre,
That's funny.
Dre wants to leave Ruthless Records, right? And he can't get out of his contract.
Yeah.
And Suge Knight's like, I got this.
I'm gonna pull some gangster shit.
Now, this is real. What he did was he got Easy alone, said, I have Jerry tied up in my car, and I'm going to kill him if you don't sign. And Easy said, kill him.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not, like, signing over the guys to you. Then he said, okay, we're going to kill him. I also got guys outside your mother's house. We're going to kill your mother. And they beat the shit out of Easy. And eventually he signed over the guys.
That's crazy.
He goes to Jerry after, in real life. This is just like the movie. Jerry convinces him to not go and kill Suge. Easy was going to kill Suge.
Damn.
Should have let him do it.
Jerry said, in hindsight, I should have let him do it. The world would have been a better place if he took out Suge.
Yeah.
And he
Yes.
would have, he died anyway. So he's like, I should have done it in hindsight because it created nothing but more problems.
Wow.
Create a monster.
Suge is legit evil.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
like he is a bad fucking dude.
Yeah.
Do you know what he did to Vanilla Ice?
He hung him off the balcony.
Yeah, but do you know, like, it's actually worse when you think about it. So, someone affiliated with Suge had some loose connection to Ice Ice Baby.
Yeah.
He put fucking Vanilla Ice out a balcony, holding him by his ankles,
Yeah.
forced him to sign over all royalties to Ice Ice Baby. Do you know how fucking much money that must be?
Yes.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Can you go to court for stuff like that and be like, I was under duress?
I mean,
It's
I don't know.
tough to prove. It's also like,
Do you want to fuck with
in the
Suge
world
Knight?
of rap. he put me out a window and hung me out like a nerd. You know,
Yeah.
it's like
I get that.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of a tip of the cap to what we said before, where it's like, yeah, this was not like a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, this was like this. It happened in the music industry, obviously, but not to the extent where it was out in the open. Everybody knew about it. It's usually like a backdoor threat.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And that you're putting a light on something that looks more evil now because
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
knows it's evil.
Yeah.
But now it's like you're out in the open evil. We don't like you even more.
Yeah, for sure.
know?
I agree.
It's mistakes. Mistakes were made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So while he's with Death Row, Dre puts out some of the greatest works in the history of rap.
Yes.
Yeah.
He puts out The Chronic, produces fucking Snoop Dogg's album Doggy Style, fucking produces Tupac, California Love. It's like that would be enough for any one guy's career. And it's like he has a whole nother act coming.
Oh,
like
without
it
a
is
doubt.
actually insane, Dre's body of work.
Yeah, right.
The guy is, when it comes to making catchy songs, he's a genius. You can't disagree with it. He's a genius lyrically and musically. Am I going to say he's the best musician ever? No, but in this world, yes. You know?
It's possible, yeah.
He's one of the best pop producers of all
Yes.
time, bar none.
Yeah.
Like he produced Gwen Stefani hits, like stuff with Eve.
Anything
like,
he does turns to gold.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
yeah, the guy knows how to fucking do this shit.
Yeah.
That's simple. Like if he produces you, you got a
You're
shot.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're good.
So, you know, there's all the riots and stuff. Eazy-E is going to sign a deal with Sony. You know, he's like, in the movie, they make it seem like he's down on his luck and out. He was never broke.
Always a successful businessman.
He died, Eazy-E died with $30 million in his bank account.
Yeah.
Jeez.
He had tons of acts that were still relevant, like
Yeah.
Bone Thugs and Harmony. He had like
Yeah.
good acts signed. It's not like he was like, they left me and I'm done. It's like,
Right.
even when he didn't have like the personal rap success anymore,
Mm-hmm.
Ruthless still was like
Pumping out
successful.
hits, yeah.
Right.
Like he was never fucked.
And Bone Thugs
Yeah.
was actually pretty big.
They
Yeah.
were huge.
Yeah.
The Crossroads was about Eazy-E, right? Or some part of it was about Eazy-E?
Really?
Yeah, the Crossroads of You Won't Be Lonely.
Yeah,
I'll
it's-
see you at the
It's about
Crossroads.
dying.
I think it was about Eazy-E and whoever like was around them that died. I don't know, something like that.
Really?
remember reading
I
it.
didn't know that.
I remember reading that at some point.
I mean, it would make sense.
It would make
because he was
perfect sense.
dying when they made that song.
Yeah, or maybe
You're
in
right. It's
recent-
dedicated to
Yeah.
their mentor, Eazy-E.
Yeah,
So there you go.
yeah,
Yeah, but they're huge too. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's not like he was toast.
yeah.
Obviously, what Dre did is not even with Death Row, because what he does next is really what I think is like
Outrageous.
his
Pinnacle.
masterworks.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
The zenith.
So while he's there, like he's producing Tupac, trying to make California Love, and Suge Knight is just throwing debaucherous parties, like
Violence.
feeding people to dogs.
It is literally he brought the ghetto into the studio. That's literally what
Yeah.
it is. And apparently, this wasn't the case.
Dre says this is a real story.
This might be a real story, but apparently, it wasn't like one instant where Dre was like, "I'm done with this." It was like consistent. It was
Oh,
like
yeah.
months worth of this.
Yeah.
Like all these little scenes probably happened, but they were one off like here and there.
Right.
It was usually just people hanging out, probably smoking weed and drinking.
Yeah.
But like oh, they weren't torturing a man while pointing guns at people and shooting and like that's just you're asking for trouble.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. it
doing
being
dog
involved.
fights at the same time. It's like no, those are probably just isolated incidents compacted into one scene.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah,
it happened, obviously, but not like this.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
Dre really did get drunk and drive like 120
Yeah.
miles per hour and was arrested.
Yeah,
You know, he was just kind of having a breakdown.
yeah. I mean,
And-
which is crazy because it's like, that's another thing that I have a problem with. It's like, you come from Compton, you were friends with Crips, you were friends with Bloods. You weren't part of either world necessarily, but you were in it.
Yeah.
You were associated. So like, why are you shocked that this is happening?
Right.
You
I
know?
think it's-
you didn't know. Like,
I think he knew, but I think he's trying to focus on music, and he has this dickhead next to him. Like, I come in here and Ant's like feeding Chuck the dog. And Chuck's in his underwear.
And Ant liked it. He liked it.
So Eazy-E kind of he's almost forced to fire Jerry by Ice Cube. He's like, I'll do a reunion if you fire Jerry.
Yeah. Don't trust Jerry.
He fired him in real life, but I think it was more like he just wanted more money and like was like, I can get rid of this guy taking 20%.
He's got the name. He's got the body of work. What do you need an agent for?
Well, Jerry said famously, or in his book, he was like, we had an office that was just making millions of dollars, and he goes, there wasn't even a typewriter in there.
Right.
Wow.
It's like, it was just a money machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Eazy at a certain point is probably like, I don't need Jerry to take 20%.
Yeah.
Right.
It's economics.
Makes sense.
And Jerry probably understood it.
Mm-hmm.
He really seems to revere and love Eazy. You know, he was at his funeral. Only him and one N.W.A. guy went.
Yeah.
In the movie, you know, they're like, oh, they were going to
They're
get
all
back
crying,
together.
and it's like,
That's bullshit. None of them went. And, you know,
Yeah.
him and Cube vaguely made up, and like he never fully made up with Dre. And in the movie, it ends with Eazy-E's death.
Good scenes. Good scenes. Not real scenes, but good scenes.
Jerry has said that Eazy-E's like final letter that like was read on like MTV and stuff, and like people recited. He goes, Eazy-E didn't write that. He goes, that's a forgery.
Yeah.
He goes, I know how Eazy spoke.
Wow.
He goes, that wasn't easy. He goes, at best case, they cleaned it up.
Yeah, right.
But he goes, at worst, it's a complete forgery.
So we have to kind of. So I wanted to say. So we should mention that like the letter, and correct me if I'm wrong, was about his experience with like AIDS and how he wants his death to be representative of like shining light onto.
Wants
this.
to mean something.
Wants to mean something for the community. I guess that was bullshit.
It's
Maybe.
possible he said something and they cleaned it up.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah,
It's
man.
possible.
Where Jimmy's when you're fucking, you know? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Now, in the movie, this is the last scene.
don't do anal.
Yeah. Dre and Suge, he's like, I'm leaving. And Suge is like, he's like, take everything. Take all the masters, everything we worked on together. It's all yours.
Your money.
I want to go off. And I knew this was coming, but it's so cheesy. He's like, what are you going to call your new label? Like,
I
fuck
know.
you. And he looks at the camera. And this is like, just for
Spikes
the
it.
audience, he's like, Aftermath.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God.
I know.
It's so lame.
I know.
It's so lame. It hurts.
It works, though. I mean,
ruined like a good ending.
but you know what Aftermath becomes, so I get it.
Yeah.
Like
I
Eminem.
didn't know, but like I knew it. I kind of pieced it together.
Yeah.
Eminem, Dr. Dre,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
50 Cent.
50 Cent, The Game. Like,
Yeah.
The
I-
biggest hits ever. Yeah.
I was looking at some of like the albums they put out. It's insane.
I believe it.
So these are some of the albums.
Yeah.
The Firm, which was a rap supergroup, had Nas on it. Eminem, Dr. Dre, 2001. Every Eminem album. 50 Cent, The Game, a Busta Rhymes album. Kendrick Lamar,
Wow.
who's like the biggest guy going now. Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg.
Yep.
So tons of fucking hit albums from Aftermath.
Nonstop.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre puts out beats,
Yeah.
Yes.
which
For other artists.
no,
But
not
no,
just the headphones.
The headsets.
Oh,
And he sold it to Apple and
12
made fucking
billion.
like 300 billion or something like that. Something crazy.
120 billion.
have
or
you
something?
seen the documentary, The Defiant Ones?
No,
Do you know what it is?
no.
Oh my God. I got to look it up. It's a documentary about, I don't know how to say his name. It's like Jimmy Iovine. That
Jimmy
was the-
Iovine. He's in the movie.
He's in the movie. So I'm gonna pull this up real quick. You can keep talking because I don't want to cause it to
Yeah.
be dead air. But like,
It's okay.
it's when I read you this list of who's in it, because this guy Jimmy, he started producing in like the 70s. He did become Dr. Dre's producer. So ready? So the Defiant Ones is a 4-part documentary that aired on HBO. It focuses on the careers of the partnership between Jimmy Iovine
Jimmy Iovine.
and Dr. Dre. The 4-part documentary examines the partnership and the leading roles in a chain of transformative events in contemporary culture. Here's the cast that worked with him that's in it. Dr. Dre, Trent Reznor, Ice Cube, Patti Smith, Bruce Springsteen, Bono, Puff Daddy.
Dude.
I'm going to keep going?
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar, Nas, Stevie Nicks, Tom Petty, Snoop Dogg, will.i.am, Eminem, Gwen Stefani, D Barnes, the DOC, MC Ren. It's
The
just
world.
Like, it's just like, and this is all people that personally worked with
this
Jimmy,
person.
and like how Jimmy went from like, basically like, I don't know if you want to call it classic rock, but rock and roll into hip hop, in working with Dr. Dre and Eminem, from Bruce Springsteen, Stevie Nicks, Tom Petty. Like it's
Saw
insane.
the writing on the wall and just went ham.
And they're all in it and all like telling the whole story of his career. It's insane. And there's a huge part about Dr. Dre selling beats to Apple, which is
$3 billion.
It's one of the biggest deals of all time.
For a headset.
Yeah,
Insane.
it's weird too because
You're done.
Yeah, we're just gonna put up a still for you at the end.
Thank you.
does Apple still use Beats? Like, what's the deal?
They still put Beats headphones out.
Okay, I didn't know if they'd use them as their default since they paid $3 billion for them.
Well, no, I don't think it's their default because their default are
AirPods.
AirPods. Yeah,
AirPods Max or whatever the hell.
Could be the tech.
Yeah.
I only use Raycons. I put in Best headphones. I meant to put in Beat. They still sell them. I mean, it's expensive. Do you have Beats?
No, I got my
Raycons, right?
I honestly, what I use is like so not used. It's these LG tones that have been out of production for years, and it's so hard to find them. But I have 4 pairs, and I use them. They're the ones that sit on your neck, and you can put your T-shirt over them, and so no one sees them. But if you get a phone call, you can talk on them real quick. But yeah, I got my ex-girlfriend a pair of Beats, and they were like so expensive. It's crazy. That's all she wanted one time, and I was like, fucking Christ. Just, you can get probably better headphones that cost half as much.
Yep.
But,
Alex
you
got
know.
me those.
It's
Oh,
like
you have
Jordans.
Beats?
Not the big ones, the earplugs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're like the charge case, and they're the only good thing is like they have good control on them. Sound wise,
Yeah,
they're fucking plugs.
I hear you.
You know,
I hear you.
they get the job done.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I can't tell the difference between most headphones.
Yeah,
you
honestly,
know?
for me, it's mostly about bass. It is.
You're all about that
All
bass.
about it.
Yeah, it's true.
That's gangster shit.
I would say the best headphones we've ever had were Bose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
They're like they were perfect. The Bose plugs were so good.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Weren't you a Skull Candy guy back in the day?
I had a Skull Candy. Yeah, I liked Skull Candy, but that was like niche. That wasn't good. The best quality sound.
Yeah, that was niche. These are my favorite headphones of all
Oh,
time.
nice.
And I wear them under my collar. I wear these headphones like 24 hours a day.
Really?
Yeah, because I listen to music and podcasts and
Okay.
I get phone calls. So it's like, why
Oh,
not?
and it's like plugs too. I like that.
It's cool. It's
Yeah.
really cool. It's a style that doesn't exist anymore.
You ever see the plugs where it's like they mold your ear?
Yeah.
It's like the perfect fit. They're expensive as fuck.
I hate all the buds.
yeah.
Because
Yeah,
like
they
if
don't
I
fit.
if I'm wearing headphones, it's usually because like I'm trying to work out,
Yeah.
and then my ears get all sweaty and they pop out, which makes them useless. I love shit like that.
This is why I like them.
Yeah.
Because they don't really
Right.
fall out. Yeah, I love hiding them
The
too.
Beats have hooks though.
Oh, those
Okay,
are good.
that's
The
not bad.
arms. The arms are good.
Yeah, it's like the plug, but it hooks around your ear, so it's nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I just got JBL ones like that. But what do you rate the movie, Steve?
Ooh,
It's not a bad made movie.
It's not. It looks good. The acting's pretty good. It's 6.5, 7. I would say 7.
I was gonna go 7.5.
I was gonna go 7 too.
Yeah.
I think it's a well-made movie without a doubt. I think the acting is great. It's a pretty typical story,
Yeah.
and I do think it's rose-colored glasses like crazy.
Oh yeah,
Accuracy wise, it's low. It's like
it's-
a 5 or a 4.
It's rise and fall shit.
yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah. You got a manager. He seems like he's a good guy all the way.
not,
Then you
yeah.
find out he's not a good guy.
We gotta break up the Beatles.
We break up the band. There's one of them that thinks he's a star,
And
and
they
the other
almost get back,
Yeah.
but then
Yeah,
they don't.
yeah,
Tragedy strikes.
Exactly. Yeah, tragedy. Yeah. So, but yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was very good.
Yeah, I thought it was a totally fine movie. You know,
Yeah.
I was familiar with a lot of the stuff, but it was still cool to see.
Yeah.
So
No, good stuff.
What?
I'm so pissed the camera wasn't on. Because that was a good that was an honest reaction. That was an honest reaction.
What does it look like to you?
It looks like a penguin chasing a robber with an alien.
Is that
and they're trying to get away on a
Is
roller
that the
coaster.
sun? What am I looking at?
That is the sun in the sky.
You know it's not black, right?
It does look like penguin, robber, alien.
One does look like a Muslim. Like it looks like one has a beard and a turban.
Well, the little one is Easy E. That's why it's smaller. And the other two are Dre and Ice Cube.
I guess the one I'm talking about is Ice Cube.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And then there's a car. It's a low ride.
I thought that was a roller coaster cart. Or maybe a bumper car.
I thought it was a bicycle. There's no real. This is. Might be the worst. It's up there. It's one of the worst.
This was hard to pick something to draw from.
Oh, really?
You should have drawn titties and AIDS.
Yeah.
That was the subtitle
Simple
originally for this
N.W.A.
movie.
would have done fine. Save yourself the embarrassment. Anyway.
Chuck, you want to plug your stuff?
Check out my podcast, Fun Bearable. We come out with a new episode every Wednesday. We've had Rupert on many, many times. I think he'll be on again soon. But it's a great time with my buddy Brad. We talk about whatever the hell we want, a lot of comedy. And also, just because this has actually led to some people reaching out, we're working on a very special film project. It's a very pro film project, so we need some backers to help us financially. We've funded more than half of what we need. So if you're interested in backing a really cool project, reach out at Discount Chuck on Twitter, Instagram, DM me. And of course, just listening to the podcast is a huge step for us. So please check out Fun Bearable.
Now, it is your all-white remake of this movie, right?
Yeah.
Same language.
It's called F.W.A., Fun Bearables with Attitudes. And, that's actually the project we're working on. The script is done.
I picture Brad as like a total Dre, right?
Oh, my God. Yeah, absolutely. Same voice.
What are you can't feed a guy to a dog? What are you doing?
Stop that. Leave him alone.
I just want to make music.
Guys, this week on the Reviewing History Patreon, we have Slasher School, Friday the 13th, Part 2. Me, Aunt Jimmy the Hair Guy, coming out on Friday the 13th, watching Friday the 13th, Part 2.
Nice.
What more could you want? How about Popcorn Kernels with me and Chuck, dropping that same day, talking all about Friday the 13th.
Oh, that's great.
Went way too long to finally get to it, but with Friday the 13th coming up, I was like, all right.
That's great. That was a fun one.
It was really good. I'm excited for that one to drop.
Yeah.
So that'll be coming out. Popcorn Kernels is a show me and Chuck do on alternating feeds where we just talk movies, and
it's a way to
fun.
grab the audience from both sides and make them listen to each other and meet and mash up. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Kiss.
Yeah, that's what we say at the end of every episode.
Yeah. Guys, thank you all for listening. Thank you to Tom, Steve, Dave, Brywell, Q, Get Him last recorded in the studio. We greatly appreciate it. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Make sure it's nice. Spread the word. Maybe not about this episode, but find an episode you like and spread the word about it. Help us grow. Every comment, every like really gives us a boost that we need to get to more eyes and ears. Mm-hmm. Follow the show on all social media at Review History Pod on Twitter, Reviewing History Pod everywhere else. Follow me personally on all social media at Brian Rupert. That's with 2 P's. Follow me on Letterboxd. I rank and review every single movie I watch, even the ones in my personal life. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time. Bye.